Hi guys, Ali Duzette here, and it is day 13 of this Eclipse portal. We are almost to the end, so you are doing amazing. This is a 2-week period where, well, about 2 weeks, of course, it's day 13, but we've got a few days to go. It's about 2 weeks apart that we have 2 different eclipses, and during this time between the 2 eclipses, we are all upgrading our energy. And today we're working on financial boundaries. Questions of who deserves your money? Who has a right to your money? And whose money do you have a right to? Financial boundaries have always been a big deal, but a lot of how we perceive them is cultural. And I was thinking of things like primogeniture, which is when the oldest son inherits and all the other kids, too bad for you. Inheritance law, feudalism, dowries. These are all concepts that are bouncing around inside the universal unconscious, what Jung called the universal unconscious, and they are still bouncing around inside of our psyches. We all are carrying a lot more just kind of weird energies around financial boundaries than we're probably consciously aware of. So these are some journaling prompts, and let me go back and see if I have, sorry guys, here we go. Okay, these are some journaling prompts, sorry. So you can pause this screen and free write on these things, and these are going to be really powerful. So I do recommend actually taking the time to work through these. Number 1, who supports me financially, and who do I support financially? 2, is God happy with how I am currently being supported financially? Number 3, is God happy with how I am supporting others financially? Number 4, am I happy with how I am being supported financially? Number 5, am I happy with how I am supporting others financially? And number 6, what messages do I need to hear today about how I am supporting others and being supported financially? So you can go ahead and free write about these and just write what comes into your head without judgment. I bet that you are going to uncover some really interesting stuff and possibly life-changing stuff. So let's talk about financial boundaries. Everybody can have different financial boundaries, and these are things to consult with God and your soul over. Today may be a good day to look at your budget. A lot of people like the app YNAB. You need a budget. If you have a budgeting app that you love, please go ahead and link it in the comments. Or if you have tips on using any of these budgeting apps, we would love to hear them. These are just some questions to have bouncing around in your brain today, but how much do you save and how much do you earn? Who has access to whose money in your life? So these are just some perspectives on money. I really view money as blood. And I know that sounds weird, but I do. Money is your lifeblood. It is the time and effort that you have poured into creating value. Money is the value you have created with the efforts of your blood, your own body. Even if it's, stuff you did on the internet, like your heart pumped the blood to your brain to make you think of the idea that, and moved your fingers across the keyboard and got these ideas and products out there into the universe. Everything of value comes back to our blood and our bodies and what we have done with our blood and our bodies. And to me, money is very sacred. And this is why the flow of money is so sacred. The flow of money is the flow of lifeblood. It is time, it is effort, it is sweat and concern. Are you a good steward with your money? Are other people a good steward with your money? Is your money being wisely spent? I do believe that God has the answers. Many of us are in difficult positions financially, and I don't have all the answers for everybody, but God does. If you don't believe in God, the universe, the divine, you have access to supernatural assistance through your financial situations. I truly believe that. I feel like I know it. You can ask the divine, whatever that means for you, for increased revelation and answers about how to handle your finances. Ask the divine where your financial boundaries need to be for your personal life. You can ask about tithing and donations and charity, financially supporting able-bodied young adults who may need to get it together and start earning their own keep. You can ask for clarity and new answers on how to support individuals who cannot support themselves, such as the elderly or the disabled. The divine has answers for all of it. We are children of an abundant God who wants to send us blessings and who wants all of our physical and emotional needs met. And he knows that a lot of times that requires money. This is a scripture that stood out to me to share today. Therefore, be as wise as serpents and yet without sin. I will order all things for your good as fast as you are able to receive them. I love that. We can have everything. God is just trying to flow down blessings to us as much as he can, as fast as he can. And the only thing blocking them is us. How fast are we able to receive them? We have to clear out the stuff in our own selves so that we can accept all the blessings that God is already ordering for us. So go ahead and take out your tapping fingers. We're going to tap on your forehead or collarbone and say aloud, today I am opening my heart and mind to new information on financial boundaries in my life. I am receiving greater clarity about where my financial support comes from. I am receiving greater clarity on where my money should be going at this time. I honor the divine revelation I receive about money, even if it is scary to me. Go ahead and put your hands on your heart and breathe it in. Okay, this is a quick session. A quick story. But I got this email from this girl. I asked her permission to share this story, although I'll be honest, I can't remember your name. I'm sorry, whoever it was, but I loved this story and I could probably find it again if I needed to. But she was listening to some of my money sessions in which I encourage people to get out of debt. And she said that she was listening to this session. And of course, I always say, and I continue to say, and I'll say it again, like, you have to follow your own intuition. I believe it's good to get out of debt when you can. And guess what? That is not me telling you to, put your life on the line to pay off your debts. Like, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying follow your intuition and do what you feel like is right with your money. But she listened to these sessions and felt that she should probably pay off all of her debt. And this was very terrifying to her because she could pay off her debt, but it would leave her with $0, basically. And so that night she finished listening to these sessions on allyduzetclasses.com, and she paid off her debts, and she was completely debt free, but she had $0. And so she went to bed and she was in like so much turmoil. And then in the morning, she said she woke up and had a little notification that to remind her a fact that she had never known, that she actually had an account somewhere with $12,000 in it. I think from like an inheritance or something. I may be getting, I don't know all the details of it, but just that she had paid off all her debts in this moment of faith and terror. And I remember she wrote something to the effect of, I wish I could convey to you the turmoil that I went through making that decision. It was the hardest decision to empty my bank account and pay off this debt. And then in the morning, I had access to so much more money than I had to start with. And she felt like it was not a coincidence. And to be honest, I don't feel like it was a coincidence either. I truly believe money is energy. We call it currency. We have access to this currency. And when we release ourselves from debt, we open up a new flow, even if it is scary sometimes. So good. Follow your own intuition. Please do not do anything insane and blame me for it. But follow your intuition. These are 2 sessions that I would recommend today: the general debt session and financial healing session. And I've been recommending my book on boundaries during this series. And today I was like, nope, I have to recommend the book on finances. Financial boundaries are real too. And also, this is the final eclipse in the eclipse period of the Scorpio to Taurus axis. And Scorpio and Taurus deal with money. They deal with resources. And so this is an absolutely great time to dig into some money related issues and trauma and questions, and everywhere that you need clarity in your life around money. This is a great day to dig into it. So again, please go back to the beginning of the video. If you didn't take a screenshot of those journaling prompts, I hope that you do. I hope that you work through them when you can. I think they can make a big difference in your life. And thank you so much for being here. Hang out with me on Facebook at Intuitive Healing with Ally Duzet. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.